Good evening. Welcome to Options Tender. It is Monday night. Here's a market update, free update. We were talking in the Patreon earlier, and we were just saying we're moving nowhere. We've been in consolidation. We had some great moves from one fade to the other fade. But it looks like we're going to break in a direction soon. We do believe that's going to be down, and I'll show you why. We're going to go on ES, a multiple time frame, starting with the monthly. If you're new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Center logo, and subscribe. So here we go. On the monthly, we have ES. We are going nowhere so far. We have tons of time left. We have a doji candle, which means a pause. It is a red sort of dragonfly looking doji. Doesn't matter. It's not bullish. We went right back into the resistance zone right here. So we still could not recover from this 20 simple monthly moving average. The 8 EMA as well. Sorry, I was looking on the other screen. So the monthly EMA, 8 EMA, we're looking to provide us with a we're looking to go to the downside in this, provide us with a trend. So that's what the 8 EMA is for. It's a trend sort of indicator. Okay, if we cannot get back over that, we cannot trend back to the upside. That's what I'm saying. So we have a crossover on the MACD. That's a bearish crossover. In this long time, I'm spending a little bit of time here. We are pausing right here at the 50 on the 50 line, the RSI. So that is not necessarily a bullish sign. We expected a bounce. We got our bounce. We probably are not going to move up much further if we do at all. Okay, so looking on the weekly, we'll move a little bit quicker now. On this weekly time frame, we did come down quite some way. So do we have a little bit further to go? We are not oversold at all. We are not in conditions to where the market is oversold. As a matter of fact, we have this downtrend here on the RSI that we came up to, and we are now being deflected off. So we have not crossed back over on the MACD for bullish side at all. Let's dig into the candles. After this wedge breakdown, looks like we have a three-way move down, possibly a truncated fifth, if you want to look at it that way. But it doesn't really matter to me when you talk about the counts so much. If you rely on those too much, you're going to put yourself in bad position. So we have a large move down, a bounce back, and a large move down again. We had a bounce, and to me, if we are headed back down from here, some think that we're going to go to all-time highs. I don't think so with the Fed tightening our money supply. I do think we're going to head lower and perhaps much lower. So this has been a huge resistance here for nearly a week. So we couldn't get back over it. We have the 8 EMA on the weekly that we're trending off of. Once again, we're pushing down. We're getting pinched here by the 100 simple and the 8 EMA. So after a breakdown or a breakup from either one of these moving averages should decide our direction at this point. Not looking too good for the bulls. We're pushing off. We'll see what happens overnight and into tomorrow. But yeah, kind of leading our way in a sense. We took a pause and are flagging. So, if we can continue to hold this area and consolidate, yeah, we can have another move up. Nothing that says we can't. We're just at a huge resistance, so we got to get over that and stay over in order, at least hourly to daily, and then move on from there. So let's move on to the daily. Time frame trend is our friend. Now you have this rising pivot all the way back from, I believe, 2018. I'm not going to go back over there. So from quite a while now, there's a couple scenarios that I was talking about last week, and we hit this. It looks like a possible neckline. So if you consider this the left shoulder, head, and then we could build a right shoulder down a little bit, maybe even perhaps to this this support here, maybe a little further, come down, and then we could have our inverse head and shoulder set up there. That's one bullish possibility, and that's if you're a bull and you think we're going to go all-time highs, I think that's a really good setup there for a 1, 2, and then a big 3 headed up 4, 5. As a bear, we just continue to play to the downside. We are over the 8 EMA and the 20, so we have to keep this bullish scenario alive until we push down. But really, until we get back over this support, now resistance, we're just pinching here, and we're looking for to see if we pull back and hold any support there. All right, so looking at the indicators, we are on a bullish crossover, but we're still in bear territory, so we're looking really close to resistance from the 0 line. If we get back above there, then it's a different story. Now, just can't quite get back over this 54 area on the RSI, but haven't broken down from the uptrend line. So it looks like we're just kicking sideways until we actually test it, whether we're going to go up or go down at that point. So again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Let's go down to 65-minute, see if there's anything else we can see before we end this video. We had this wedge that we were pushing upwards. Well, the wedge has been broken, so we're not looking at that being an uptrend anymore. Unless this possible triangle breaks to the upside. Okay, so this could be a wave 4 triangle still, and I don't think it is, but here, if you count this could be an A, B, C, D, and an E. Once that E hits, that would be your last point to where we head to the upside. So really, it's all about this scenario here, and going down to really, really close quarters. Let's go to the 5-minute. If you look at this last wave down, it does actually look like an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like an impulse down, and then you have a retracement, a 3-wave move, and then move down again. So I don't know what to consider that at this point. But if this overnight is actually an impulse move up, and we're flagging and we start moving to the upside, then we have to switch our scenario around. We are actually short the market, but we'll have to switch back over, and then we'll look to the upside for the higher target frames, which will go back to the 65. So we can just see some of those targets up here would be this downtrend line. We have the point of control downtrend, a lot of confluence here at the 211 to 220, looks like about 235 area. There's such big ranges now that volatility has been really kicking in from the bear market. If we break above this trend line, then I really think we are doing something different at that point. We'll see what happens if and when we get there. But I do believe that would be the last move before at least a wave 1 and a wave 2 down and then higher. But I actually think that it's going to end and we go lower. Okay, and it's really, it's not a decision that I have to make. It's we just watch price action and we check out what it's telling us, and we go from there. Okay, so right now it's telling me the trend is down, so I'm playing down the downside until it tells me otherwise. We break out from this area, might scalp to the upside in some futures or whatever, but that's about it. And then we're looking to the downside, so I don't think we would really play too much up here. That's it, you guys. That's what I got. Hope it helps out. The VIX, maybe we'll look at that to see, when we're looking at the VIX, let's go to this hourly frame. We have this support here that we've been holding around the 25 area. So I'm really looking at this wedge. If we start popping out of this wedge, our scenario from the bear standpoint on the market is going to be the leader there. So I do think that's happening. I do think we're getting wound up and we're getting ready to break out on the VIX. So that's also another layer of that bear scenario. We start breaking down overnight, then then we have another leg down. But looks like this 25.50 to 25 is kind of the key area to watch. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching us here, Option Center. Don't forget to like the video.